absolutely massive news for PlayStation, PS5 Pro, PS6 potentially. PlayStation are about to acquire a massive juggernaut of a developer and a publisher with one of gaming's biggest franchises, one of the gaming's biggest games of last year, potentially about to be going PlayStation exclusive. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. At least, okay? Hit the like, subscribe, click the bell icon if you're hyped up for games. Let's go. But before we get to the video, guys, check all the links down below in the video description for the best tech you could find, hands down. We've got all the best tech of the year, all the best PS5 Pro accessories and PS5 accessories, all the best Steam Deck accessories if that's your thing, and the best coffee ever made by mankind with nootropic mushrooms that just improves your health. And talking of health, if you want to invest in your sleep and your health overall, the best smart ring that tracks your sleep and tracks basically a bunch of body metrics for you, the Ultra Human Ring Air. Use my links down below to save money right now. Click them, click them, click them. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the video. So Sony have confirmed that they're interested in acquiring the Elden Ring developer FromSoftware's parent company, and they make a bunch of different things. I believe they make anime, manga. It's a massive umbrella. They also obviously worked on Demon Souls, but it's a massive umbrella of different IPs, different things that they own, the parent company that is, but also the jewel in their hat, per se, you would say, would be FromSoftware, who make Elden Ring. Now, they already have basically some exclusive rights to Dark Souls, Demon Souls, all that sort of stuff. Well, obviously the Elden Ring developer FromSoftware went off and made their own game, Elden Ring, which, as you know, was an absolute smash hit. Still is a smash hit. People are still playing it to this day, and I'm still playing it to this day. I'm stuck on a boss. I just can't get past her. I've been trying to get past her for over a year, and I still can't beat her. Maybe that says more about me than it does Elden Ring, right? But yeah, basically they've confirmed that they're very interested in buying FromSoftware. And what does this mean? This could have repercussions in the gaming industry as a whole as to whether Elden Ring goes exclusive at some point, or a follow-up to Elden Ring, a sequel to Elden Ring could go exclusive. I don't think it's going to be a problem in the near time, purely because these games take a long time to develop. So potentially, though, for the PS6, it could end up being an exclusive if Sony does go through and buy it. So yeah, Sony basically have. We've covered this in a previous video. We've covered rumors. There were rumors floating around that they were kind of interested in FromSoftware's parent company, considering buying it, considering making a little purchase. But nothing was confirmed. Well, now Sony have basically addressed it, and they're angry and annoyed and wish we would all stop talking about this stuff. They said, we would appreciate it if you would allow us to refrain from further comment. So basically, people like me talking about them potentially going to do this, you know, the rumor mill, they're kind of annoyed that they have to admit that they're interested in buying them. But hopefully this puts out a signal. Now the whole gaming industry knows that they're shaping up to maybe buy this company. Xbox, perhaps missed opportunity for you. But anyways, let's take a look. So basically, here's a fresh development in an ongoing saga regarding where their Bloodborne and Dark Souls developer, FromSoftware's parent company, Kadokawa Corporation and Sony will put an Elden Ring on it. I get that, that's nice. Sony itself has officially confirmed its interest in such a takeover and told everyone it'd really appreciate not having to do any more talking about it until it's ready. And kudos to Mark Warren over here at VG247 for basically doing this article. Kudos to VG247. Go check them out. Fantastic gaming blog. A report from Reuters in late November was the first time we heard about this deal possibly coming together. Kadokawa then confirming it had received interest from the megacorp behind PlayStation. So Kadokawa actually confirmed it had received interest behind, from PlayStation, and adding that no decision has been made as to whether it would accept a takeover. Now, as translated by VGC, Sony has broken its silence on the matter in a report from Yahoo Japan. It's true. We have made an initial statement of intent, Sony said when asked about plans to acquire Kadokawa, adding that we would appreciate it if Blaze 2K would allow us to refrain from further comment and stop talking about this, because we don't want to talk about further acquisitions, because we don't want to look stupid if Kadokawa says, no, Sony, you already have enough good IPs, you already have enough exclusives, we want our games to be on everything, not just PlayStation consoles. And Sony's like, well, could you stay quiet about it? We want to buy you, but don't tell anyone we want to buy you. But it's in the open, Sony. We know you want to buy every developer out there, just like Microsoft kind of has. But this would be a great purchase for PlayStation. So there you go. That's literally it. Pretty much it. Yep, we've taken an initial step in the direction of doing the thing. Now, please kindly stop making us say things about this topic. So, if you've watched shows like Succession, you'll know. If you haven't watched Succession yet, I recommend you watch it. It's really great. It's a really great insight into like corporate life, how these executives handle business deals, takeovers, buys, and a statement of intent is basically, Sony approaching the publisher behind FromSoftware and being like, "Hey, we'd like to buy your company. We'd like to buy your company off you. Here's the share. Here's the share price we're willing to pay for all the shares to acquire it. Let us know if you're interested." So the statement of intent has been given to them, and now they have to decide as a company whether they want to sell. I don't know if they can do a forceful takeover. I think they have to work in the interests of their stockholders, the shareholders. So obviously Sony's put that out there publicly. It's came out there publicly that Sony wants to offer them a deal. Shareholder now it's up to the board of FromSoftware's, Kadokawa's board to basically decide, is it in our shareholders' best interest to sell to Sony for this price that Sony's offering per share. That's basically the gist of it. Watch Succession. You'll learn a lot about all this sort of stuff. It's a good show, very dramatic. I don't usually watch these kinds of shows, but I watched Succession and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Brian Cox is an amazing actor. Given these talks are still ongoing as far as we know at this point, it's not too surprising to see both sides staying fairly tight-lipped for now. After all, neither probably wants any potential marriage to be knocked on the head or made more difficult to negotiate by someone saying something that annoys the other party at this stage. While there's not been much other info about the possible takeover by takeover of Kadokawa by Sony so far, a report from Bushin, thanks Automaton, recently claimed that employees are at the former will welcome such a move due to the unhappiness with current Kadokawa president and CEO Takeshi Natsuno's administration. As we pointed out in our story on the initial report on these talks, if Sony were to buy Kadokawa, it would just be getting FromSoft. It wouldn't just be getting FromSoft. We covered that as well. Danganronpa developer Spike Chunsoft, Octopath Traveler co-developer Acquire, and RPG Maker developer Gotcha Games are also under Kadokawa's umbrella. There would also be repercussions from an anime and manga perspective, given that that's another huge part of what Kadokawa does, as we wrote about here. VG247 says. So go check out the VG247 article if you want to read more and get links to all the other articles they've done covering this subject. But interesting. Another potential Sony exclusive IP. Can you imagine with the long list of like really good IPs they have? Imagine them adding Elden Ring. It's getting to the point almost monopolistic behavior from both Microsoft and Sony at this point. There's only two horses in the race, and it kind of saddens me a little bit that Microsoft are sort of backing off from the hardware business and letting Sony run rampant, because we need competition. Competition is good. Anyways, it seems like Sony's going for the Asian sort of Japanese market as far as acquisitions go, and not fully, but whereas Microsoft seems to be going more towards Western companies like Activision, Blizzard, you name it. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Would it be a net good thing if PlayStation acquire Kadokawa and as a result of that acquire FromSoftware, Elden Ring? Would that be a good thing, or should they stay independent from any buyout from any company, Microsoft or Sony included? Anyways, let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, please subscribe, click the bell icon. I really appreciate it. It would really help out the channel quite a lot. I love you. I appreciate you. Stay safe. Enjoy the holidays. Hopefully you and your family are doing well. I'm Blaze2K. Consider subscribing. It would be really cool. I'm gunning for that 100,000 subscriber plaque up there. It's empty. The wall's empty, but I need your support. So it'd be really cool if you joined. And check the links down below for some really cool tech. Some really awesome tech and money off Amazon. Ultra Human Ring Air, best health tracking device that just goes on your finger last 6 days. Got rid of my Apple Watch for it. Now I've got a plain old Casio watch, and I love it because this thing only needs to be charged once every 10 years. So I don't need a smartwatch and don't need to charge one every night. It's awesome. Anyways, peace out. Love you. I'm Blaze2K. Bye.
Let's go.